Yeah, so first of all, good afternoon and welcome to the session.
Thank you. Good afternoon to you.
It's nice to meet you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm also doing superbly well, and I can see that you are, I guess, in a school. The
Yes,
chat.
it's a nursing college. I'm sitting in the library. So it's a
Oh,
lecture time. Nobody's here.
hmm. Okay. So I would like to know first of all about yourself.
My name is Parmanand. I'm from Maharashtra.
Mm-hmm.
I'm completed my graduation in Ayurveda and I'm practicing Ayurveda physician in my hometown. That is in Buldana district of Maharashtra. So this is brief about me. So what about you?
Ayurveda, very interesting and little different, fascinating one. Great. Okay, we'll talk about that too. About me, my name is Rajni Verma, as you know, and I'm from Sri Ganganagar, Rajasthan, which is on the border of Punjab. Sri Ganganagar is on the border of Punjab. Currently, I'm living here in Jaipur, and I am learning both the languages. Like I have done my graduation already in Korean, but because of the gap of 2 years during pandemic, I just lost the touch with both the languages. I was at home at that time. That's why. So I'm just learning both the languages, and simultaneously I provide some paid sessions to beginners and run my YouTube channel. Yeah, I provide some content there too. Yes, that's all about me.
So regarding the languages, apart from English, which second? Korean.
Korean,
Why
yes.
Korean? There must be something, you
Mm.
know, solid reason for you to learn Korean. So what is it?
No, there is not any solid reason or a conscious decision of doing my graduation in Korean. It was random, and the thing which made me to choose Korean was like I wanna do something different in my life because I completed my 12th standard in arts, and at that time I was not enjoying that too. And because of the chemistry, I was not again took the medical side. I wanted to, but because of the chemistry, I was very bad at chemistry and mathematics. So I choose the arts stream first. Then I after 12th also I wanted to do something different. Luckily, I can say fortunately, I just got a teacher in my school, and he shared everything about universities, about courses and languages. Then languages sounded a little, I think, good to me. Then I thought like let's try learning some other languages. And luckily I got admission in Korean. That was just a random thing that happened to me. And a lot of random things happened to me. And because of that, I guess I'm here today too, learning again and teaching to students this spoken English. I never thought about it ever in my life that I would do this. But yeah, I'm doing. Yeah.
So because of you pursued your graduation in Korean, I would like to state that I have in 12th standard I had a second language that is
Hmm.
Russian.
Russian.
This is
Wow, that is also interesting. Hmm.
very long ago.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an old man now in my early 30s. So it's
Mm-hmm.
back in 2008. I was in
Mm-hmm.
12th standard. So I've forgotten the alphabets as well, but it was a really nice experience because the teacher who taught us, he had lived in Russia for quite a few years.
Mm,
So it's
that's
a
great.
really amazing experience, and that Russian class helped me to learn English because he was the most fluent person apart from our English teacher, of course. He was the most fluent person we have seen. So we try to imitate, especially
Mm,
me, and that is how I got interested in learning new languages.
especially English, I would say.
Yes,
Hmm, that made you
and
to
any
start.
language requires a considerable amount of time. We cannot
Hmm,
claim that we'll 3 months, 6 months. It depends on our
yes.
curiosity and our
Yeah.
capacity, how much time we are willing to devote to learn any new
Abs-
language.
yeah, you are absolutely right. Yeah. So, are you watching? Do you watch something in Russian?
No, and now just because you
What?
said you have
Mm,
pursued a graduate in Korean, I just had that in my mind that I too had a foreign language during my
Mm.
plus two.
Okay.
So now just you just mention this, so I might go back to
Mm.
my Russian lesson and try
Mm-hmm.
to learn. In
Mm-hmm.
this current scenario, it's very odd to learn Russian because Russia is seen as aggressor in the war. So
Mm-hmm.
it's better to learn any language such as Spanish, which has wide geographical base, especially in
Mm-hmm.
Latin America,
Mm-hmm.
German, and English, of course. So that's it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And back in during my college, when I was there in JNU, I had many friends who were learning Russian, Spanish, and then I had a kind of for one semester kind of I don't exactly remember the name, the side subject. I don't know the what we called, but I just for one semester I learned the Turkish language too. I don't know anything about Turkish right now. I know many things still in Korean, because I'm just learning few things from YouTube only. That's why, but I don't know anything in Turkish. But yeah, I learned. So at that time I met many students and professors who were teaching Chinese and then Russian, Spanish. So yeah, it was also a nice experience of learning this language with other students who were learning different languages. That was really a superb time for of my life. I miss those days and that time. And I feel sometimes bad too, like I should not left JNU, or I should not abandon, I guess, this language, basically Korean. But I'm again very happy and glad to have this much command over English now, because when I was there in college I was not good at English at all. And if I talk about speaking, not at all. I used to speak only yes, no, not yet, or good morning, good afternoon. These are the things I used to speak, because we were learning this language, Korean language, with professors from Korea itself, like natives. From natives, we got the chance to learn this language from natives. They prefer to speak always in Korean. So whenever we got chance to meet those professors, we used to speak in Korean. Even the greetings also we used to do in Korean itself. So it was really difficult for me to inculcate a habit of speaking English fluently. Even though while writing exams, I was very bad at English. My professors used to tell me that you are very good at Korean, but your English is very bad, Rajni. How you were learning English since your childhood when you started your schooling, and you have started learning Korean only like now in your graduation, but you are good at Korean, but you are not doing very good in English. So it was very embarrassing moment at the same time. But now I'm happy that I'm doing this. I'm now off track, I guess, a little bit. Okay, let's come to the point, and that is I would like to know, like, first, I visited your YouTube channel, that is MH Super 30. So I'm a little excited to know about the name. What was the thought process at that time when you were creating this YouTube channel?
So it was created out of nowhere. It was a
Mm,
epiphany for me. I just started it in the just spirit of absent-mindedness. So I just started
oh,
it. So there is
mm,
a movie called. So the title is clearly inspired by the movie, and MH stand for my state, that is Maharashtra. It's as simple as that. I did not put in too much efforts to. I the
mm,
only thought about it. It should be simpler. So
mm.
it's simple enough, I think. So this is
Okay.
it.
Okay, yeah, I was thinking like MH Super 30. There must be a thought process behind it, but okay, it is a simple one. Okay, got it. So, I would like to ask you some simple questions, and that is first question goes to you is, when do you smile, and what brings a big smile on your face?
On a big smile when I meet a familiar face,
Hmm. Okay.
others, and smile when someone tells something interesting fact, or we are lost in our nostalgic moments. That brings our
Yeah.
smile to my face. Now, even this
Mm-hmm.
during you, you are not familiar, but still I'm smiling because
Mm-hmm.
this
Connection
is something new
is,
experience. Yes.
and
So
one thing
this
that
is how
is
we smile.
unique
That is
between us, unique thing that, not unique, similar thing, which is English. We are learning English, and we, not exactly, but maybe a lot of the same experience we have. Because of that, I guess the connection, the vibe we can have, and because of that, that brings a little smile on our face, right? But if I talk about myself, there are like, most probably, when I see a kid, a baby playing or making little sounds, the baby who cannot speak but who can
correct.
make little sounds, who tries to speak, then it really brings a big smile on my face. That is one thing that is really, whenever I feel bored, or whenever I'm not feeling happy, or I'm not in the way of doing something, do something interesting or productive, then I would prefer to watch some videos of babies. That would be, I guess. Hmm.
And I have to smile for the record as well because my name is Param Anand. It means great joy. So
Hmm.
I have to try my name and look happy. And by the way, you just mentioned the kids. I have 3 month old daughter who is
Oh,
giggling all
wow.
the time. When I get up, when I first see her in the morning, when she gets up,
Mm.
she smiles. So
That
that
is the
brings
correct
joy.
answer that I got from you, that your daughter brings a big smile on your face. And whenever you, when you have a baby at your home itself, it is like cherry on the cake. When you get up in the morning, whenever you don't feel to do anything, you just can play with the small kid, which is great thing. Okay. Uh, I would like to know which phase of your life you like the most or you admire a lot.
Of course, it's childhood. It's same for everyone.
Hmm,
Except
yes.
everybody love that childhood. And me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a, so this is brief. And I did my schooling at my uncle's place.
Mm-hmm.
So in a village. So I have lots of memories. And I would like to do a just it came up in my mind when as I speak that I should go and visit my school and make a blog out of it so that I'll relive that moments of my childhood.
Mm-hmm. That's great. And of course, the learning phase too. I like the most the lockdown period too. When I was
So
learning a lot, I was never ever very serious towards studies. Most of the things happened with me, I can say, like because of luck or fortunately. I consider myself a lucky person. But when there was a lockdown and I was stuck, I got this like nothing is happening. I was preparing for banking exam, and in my entire life till now I never thought about doing a job in bank. Never ever. This is not, I guess, my personality to do a job in bank. I cannot bear that much pressure. I guess. So I never studied that much seriously. I used to study to get good marks, not just to top class or just, have the impression, make an impression, good impression in front of professors and do things. No, never. So, but in the lockdown period, for 2 years, I was learning a lot. I started inculcated a habit of reading books, watching podcasts, and then getting got to know about spirituality, meditation, talking to myself, inculcated a lot of new habits like waking up early in the morning and doing exercise and yoga, and drinking a lot of water. And I just, at that time, I was not talking to any of my friends. None of them were aware what I am doing, what are the things that going on in my life. Even still, they don't know about me, because since then I didn't again talk to any of them. So that time also I admire and I like about myself. Like I learned a lot of things during lockdown. Did you learn any new skill or any new thing during lockdown?
I'll come to it. One peculiar line comes to my mind that is from
Mm,
A Tale of Two Cities. It was best of the time, worst of the times. So
mm,
you are fortunate one that we had great time in lockdown. But there were people who suffered a lot during the
yeah,
lockdown. Those
yeah.
lines perfectly summarize the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So, and something you just mentioned, drinking a lot of water. I would like to, draw your attention to this statement. I'll just give you an analogy.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone tell you that get up in the morning and drink, no, eat a lot of food? No,
No.
no. Eat a lot of food. Nobody says that. But why do we say drink a lot of water? Being I the physician, it's my duty to enlighten the common public and the modern medicine physician in my humble way that let our body decide how much water to drink. Do not
Mm,
do it forcefully. I'll give
mm-hmm.
examples. In summer, if you go for a long run in the morning, you are sweating profusely. When you come back home, you drink maybe 1 liter of water. That's perfectly
Mm,
fine. In winter, these times, I have bottle with me, but I hardly finish my 1 liter bottle because I do not force myself to drink water. So just
mm-hmm.
simply, this is in tune with nature. Forget about Ayurveda or medicine. It's in
Mm-hmm.
tune with. So let our body decide how much water to. Even during winter, if we do heavy exercise and we sweat a lot, then our
Mm-hmm.
water intake automatically increase.
Yes.
So please, when patients with stomach problems, GI tract disease, skin disease, or those who complain of joint pains,
Mm-hmm.
I take history, and most of them, 9 out of 10, they say proudly that they drink a lot of water. So I asked them, "Do you eat a lot of food?" They said, "No, we try to restrict our food." So why this
Mm-hmm.
anomaly? Anything taken in proportion, it's good for our body. So even
Yeah.
water
Mm.
is not an exception. So that is it. So sorry for this
Okay.
long.
No, no, no
Like
problem. That is
I have to
valuable.
give this.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would like to one more thing here. Yeah, now I guess you can answer that. And that is, some people tell that, like, I don't know about it exactly. Do we drink water like in one go, or do we sometimes, people follow drinking water like tea, sip by sip, taking break in between, giving a proper time to this process. So, what is the right process to drink?
So I like to ask question for this question instead of answering. How do you eat your food? Are there any rules? Are there any rules for eat how to eat food? No. If you are hungry, you haven't eaten for a day, you will eat fast,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So do not constrain yourself to any rule. Drink water naturally. That's it. No rules for anything. Just follow
Mm-hmm.
your instinct, your body, what it says. So do not fall into the trap of, I don't know
Mm-hmm.
about this. These things goes on YouTube that this much, whatever you do, you get heart attack. आप 20
Mm-hmm.
साल से गलत अरे यार मैं तो गलत लौटा एकदम हार्ट अटैक आ जाए कुछ भी करो हार्ट अटैक आ जाए दिस इज joke in one of the stand-up comedy videos of Abhishek Upanyu. He's beautifully explained that thing that
Okay.
whatever you do, whether you get cancer or you get heart disease. So why live? Live
Mm-hmm.
to enjoy life. So do not constrain yourself to any rules. Just live naturally. That is my message.
Mm-hmm. Right, right, right. So either way is okay, whatever you like. Hmm.
Up to even when you get chronic kidney disease, the nephrologist restricts your water intake. For the whole life, you have been saying that drink a lot of water. When the kidney disease strikes, you restrict that water. Even I worked in modern medicine hospitals, one of the best in Mumbai. So in
Mm-hmm.
the file, in the upper column, we write fluid restriction 1 liter. So if that person feels thirsty, you won't be given any water because of the
Mm-hmm.
CKD. I don't want to go into technicalities of anything. Just simply saying, let your body decide how much and what to do.
Mm-hmm. But then, in winter season, we don't feel thirsty at all. So it means we should not drink water.
Exactly.
Hmm. Okay. Interesting. Something new I got to know today. And I learned something new from you. Okay. What I can ask next. Okay. So if you get a chance to give a piece of advice to your younger self, so what would it be?
Wow, that's a great question, I would say. And to my younger self, I'll tell that just follow your passions. In a say
Mm-hmm.
that do not get restricted to any one field and do not trust. Don't don't aim, don't have a fixed goal. That is the message I would like to give my younger self, because when I was in 7 year old, I wanted to become a driver. When I was 10th standard, I wanted to join army. I couldn't
Mm.
because of my practicals. I couldn't, and I didn't know about the NDA exam. When I come to know, it was too late. So that spectacle part would have been taken care of. So it was too late for me to join NDA. Then after graduation, I wanted to do civil services. So after that, I wanted to do my own practice. So I started my practice. Now I want to do this YouTube thing. So I do not guarantee that my future self, after 10 or 20 years down the line, will like what I think right now. There's interesting TED talk about this. I forgot the name of the TED talk, but it says that after 10 years, each and every cell of our body is replaced. We are virtually a new person.
Mm.
So do not restrict yourself to certain goals. What you like now or what you hate now, you might not, your feelings or your thoughts may not be the same after 10 years. So do
Yes.
not fix your goal. That's it.
Mm. Great. But by the way, that you mentioned that you decided to become driver and then you followed this and this. I never
At the age of
decided any. Hmm.
at the age of 7, I was really, I was fond of, you know,
Mm.
when I used to see the taxi drivers, I said, how nice, this is very nice job. That
Mm.
just drive.
Enjoy the music.
And as a 7 year old, I was, you know,
Uh-huh. Okay.
so I do
But
drive now, but that excitement has gone away. So this is
yes.
not true that once
Mm.
you get there, you will be happy. No, it's entirely different thing.
Mm-hmm.
I personally medical because of two things. One serial and the other is movie. You must you can guess the movie. It's very famous movie released in 2005. Sanjay Dutt
What is
movie.
what
Sanjay
is
Dutt
the name?
movie. You have to guess it.
Mm.
It it came in mid 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Sanjay Dutt was playing a character and
I'm not
related to medical,
into
related
movies
to
as such.
Munna Bhai MBBS.
Mm-hmm.
Munna Bhai MBBS.
Oh, I never even watched that.
Oh no, but you know that it is a movie. It's a famous movie, right?
Hmm. Yes, yes, I
So
know.
and there was, so this is how we are influenced by movies indirectly. So even you upload thousands of philosophy lectures on YouTube, you teach hundreds of philosophy, hundred of philosophy lectures to each and every school, but the biggest impact happens indirectly through movies. There are positive impact, such as Three Idiots have positive impact, because when I was in graduation in my college in Mumbai, we had a
Mm-hmm.
dance instructor, the choreographer. He had left his engineering. It was in 2010, and the Three Idiots was released in 2009. So he's
Mm-hmm.
inspired by the movie, and he left his BTech and became a choreographer. and now he's very successful and happy man.
Wow. You should have a lot of passion towards that. And I never ever decided anything for myself that I would do this. I was always like kind of person to try new things, learn new things. Only when I was preparing for banking at that time, I decided this, that I want to do a job in bank. I was, forcing myself to dream for that job. I was not dreaming actually to sit like
Nobody.
sitting in a bank and doing the job. I forced myself to dream because I never decided anything for myself that I would do this. And that's why I guess I'm just, since my childhood, I'm following the, like, whatever is coming in my way, I would just go with that. These are the things I'm doing, and because of that, I guess it is a little difficult to decide what is the right career for me. Still it is difficult.
It's always better to be confused, at least in your initial early 20s, because you have a lot of options to explore. So
Hmm.
this is contrary to my belief when I was in my early 20s. I was very focused. I wanted to crack civil services and all that. I spent 2 years in old Rajendra Nagar for this.
Hmm.
It has helped me a lot.
Okay.
Because
Uh-huh.
even the preparation has helped me a lot.
Hmm.
So
So how many years did you prepare?
just for 2 years, 1 year I was in 1 year for full year I was in Delhi.
Hmm.
So I gave prelims. So I decided because I was the eldest son, and I had
Hmm.
a graduate, so I did not want to burden my father financially. So I
Hmm.
quit that preparation. I say I left Delhi and started preparing while during job. So once I started my job, I started enjoying the hospital environment. So I that preparation took back seat, and meanwhile I got
Hmm.
married, changed. Earlier there, this is anecdote told by Sadhguru. So before marriage, say 70% things happen according to your wish, and after marriage,
Hmm.
the gets reversed. So 99 is
Okay.
to 1. 1% happens to according to my wish, and rest according to my spouse's wish. So
Uh,
this is
but she's, I guess, lucky that you are always take care of her wishes. Then she is lucky because I have talked to many housewives or many women, especially who. So they have shared that because of marriage, because of this much of responsibilities, somewhere they feel stuck, somewhere they feel like they have done everything for everyone in the family, especially being a girl, being a daughter, being a wife, and being a mother. They have done everything, but they haven't done anything for themselves. But at the same time, if you get a partner who supports you in everything, then you can achieve your dreams too. You can do according to that too. So I guess that is good for her if you are taking care of her wishes.
one more thing. I would like to just divert the topic a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Girls options to be a housewife or homemaker. Why can't boys have that option?
Yes.
To stay at home, take care of kids. Only of
Yes.
course we cannot do kids and cannot nurse them. But if someone likes to be at home, just do home household work, do cooking, cleaning, except biological process.
Mm-hmm.
Why there is no option for men to stay at home?
Yeah,
Just to
absolutely.
I tell my wife,
Uh-huh.
I'm fine if not
Mm-hmm.
I'm not I, I tell her seriously. I would like to have a house husband. Why we don't have an option of being a house husband? There is a housewife. Why not house husband? So what's your
Mm-hmm.
thought on this?
Ironically, I thought about it, and ironically, it is difficult to change this mindset and the whole process of making this totally, like, alter this thing. Sometimes I also feel that, and it's, if, like, it should not be like men or women, it should be like whoever wants. Like, if in
Exactly.
one house a girl wants to do this, she should be allowed. If in other home a boy wants to do this thing, he should be allowed. So it should not be the gender biased, or it should not be the fixed like only boy or only girl. I have also the same thought, I guess, thought process that
Yes.
it should be taken care of like a human being, not gender biased. Yes. Hmm.
So, so in matrilineal society, Meghalaya and erstwhile Kerala. I don't know if this
Hmm.
practice exists this day, but in Khasi community in Meghalaya, they do have matrilineal system. Matrilineal system. So where a boy goes to girl's house. What the tradition in our tradition?
Oh.
Yes, it happens. So it's a the property is inherited from mother to her daughter instead of father to his son. So this is how matrilineal system works. So I would have loved to be born in Meghalaya. So I don't have to run around for money.
Again, a new thing. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know about it. Oh god, it is something new. Meghalaya. And oh, I would love to read about it. You have
Anthropology.
introduced so many new things to me.
My option was anthropology. So it automatically came to me. So I told you just few moments ago that I did not qualify the exam, but it has helped me a lot to know the
Mm,
world, to develop a perspective, up from economics to sociology to international relations, everything what is happening around the world, you become aware, and much more, you become a informed citizen.
Okay, okay, great. It's we have okay. I wanted to keep it little short, and it's 37 or 37 minutes around, 36 minutes around. There are, I think, a lot of things. Sometimes it happens. I enjoy talking to someone, then I don't recognize the timing and all, and still I would love to talk to you. So I think it is now necessary to have a session with you again in future, and I would love to talk to you again on different things, different aspects. I can learn a lot of things from you. And related to your work, I have yesterday only I watched a podcast of Smriti Irani with the bare biceps, the Ranveer show. Have you ever watched the podcast that? So she also mentioned that she used to do something for poor people related to water or something like that. So then she shared that someone came, the politician came, and once she got the chance to meet the politician, then the thought came in her mind that if I can change the policies, if I can write the policies, only then it I can change the entire situation for everyone. Otherwise you will end up doing the same work in your the whole life. You will do that, and you will still not be able to change it entirely. So this
Exactly.
thing I liked very much about her. Before I never watched anything. Okay,
And
do
the
you
thing
want
is, I would
to?
love to say that being a politician is, I've never heard anyone saying that they want to join politics because I don't know why, and we know why.
Mm,
Nobody wants to join the politics, and everybody blames them.
mm,
Everybody votes, but everybody blames politician, but nobody wants to stand and clean the gutter of our
mm,
country.
mm.
So we want Bhagat Singh to be born, but in someone else's house, but our
Yes,
house. So why can't
yes.
we Bhagat Singh of ourselves for us?
And one more thing, I really, sometimes I feel I cannot express the feeling, what I feel exactly. Like there is a feeling, I don't have word for that. But the same people who are not allowing their kids or their girls to do something best, good, or whatever they want to do, or follow their passion, or sometimes like different kind of thought process, but the same people post a lot of different thoughts and like reels on their WhatsApp status, and I laugh when I see, because the same person, he was not agreeing on that point, he was not allowing, and things that he was not expecting if someone in his own family does this thing, but they are posting this kind of status. It is, I guess, I don't understand the mindset of these people. But yeah, Later, I would love to discuss a lot of things. Now I have to go. It is my lunchtime, and after that, I have to meet someone for the offline session too. Thank you so much for joining the session. It was really, really nice session to you. Nice talking to you. Uh, yeah. So that's all about from my side. Yeah.
Chalo, and see you again. Nice talking to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sure. Bye. Bye. Have a great day.